Hi, here's Felix. I am the author of the Simple Animation package. Today I want to show you a small update on what I'm developing. What can you expect from Simple Animation in the future? As you can see, I prepared an example. This is a small square, black. It's getting animated red, and it's going on the width and increases its height. And I want to show you how I created that. The first thing here is we use a custom animation and animate a container. It's like you know from multi-tween. You just create your tween, pass the duration, create the builder function, and it's creating your animation in a stateless manner. Despite here we have no multi-tween, we have its successor. It's a timeline tween. The timeline tween isn't that much property based like the multi-tween. It's more like you're describing a timeline, and it's very scene based. For example, here we create the timeline tween, then we add a scene. A scene is just a span in time, and for the first scene I call this step 1. I animate the width for amount of time and the color for amount of time. And this time I can specify here. Skip 200 milliseconds, then from 200 milliseconds for 600 milliseconds until the end of 800. Do that. You can specify any combination from begin and duration, end and duration, begin and end like here. Yes, and you can put it inside a variable, and this variable can be used to add subsequent scenes like that. After we animated width and color, we animate height after that scene. And I can also say let's add a delay for about 100 milliseconds. And now I can freely adjust the begin and the end of the animation, and they won't overlap because I'm saying add a subsequent scene. And here's the result. It's stopping for a moment. Okay, this is the timeline tween. It's very powerful. It's extrapolating all the values. For example, I said the height starts after the scene and it's 50, but it's also 50 right at the beginning. All unknown information are interpolated or extrapolated. It's very easy to create complex scenes with the timeline tween. Okay, next feature is developer tools. I created animation developer tools for the Simple Animation package. If I want to debug or develop my animation, I just put an animation developer tools widget somewhere where I have a lot of space, because I get a toolbar, and yeah, that's basically it. Now when we restart, you get a toolbar, but it doesn't know what animation should I debug. Therefore, you just say developer mode to true for this custom animation widget. And if I restart again, you see it's connecting. I can see a timeline and some buttons. Let's stop it. I can scroll around, look at each frame of my animation. Isn't that amazing? I can play it in a loop. I can slow it down to watch it closely. I can click to see some important parts again and again. But I can also set an interval like this. This is an important scene. I want to hot reload, customize the animation. So it's repeating exactly this interval. And this provides some cool tooling to create really complex animation. Timeline tween and the animation developer tools. Okay,